Possibility of more heavy rain is a concern for everybody.
Fox News meteorologist Matt Barentine joins us live from the Eastern Shore in front of a very familiar sight. Matt?
Yeah, Bob, Matt, Larry and Linda Kessler's home on Spanish Fort on the Bluffs, and this is where they had the collapse here last week during those heavy rains. They already had a deep hole here, but it doubled in size only a few feet away from their home. And actually they've had workers who are contracted by the city out here working today, and you can see what they've done. They put this huge tarp down, and on the edge of this tarp they've put in these very large steel rods, and there's these ropes. These ropes go down to sandbags that are down at the very bottom. They're holding the bottom end of the tarp on, so they are trying to get some protection on this bluff here before these heavy rains come over the weekend with this tarp. Now, this has been an ongoing legal battle between the city and the Kesslers for the last 5 years. Originally, right before the heavy rains, there was a fix in place. The Kesslers won their lawsuit, and they were going to get the fix done. It would have cost $800,000. Then the heavy rains happened. This thing doubled in size. Now, talking to their attorney, Mark Ryan, here today, he said he's been told it's probably going to be about double that to fix the problem. Now, we'll hopefully get more word from the city on that soon. But big problems here on the bluffs of Spanish Fort here at the Kessler's home. But this is not the only spot on the Eastern Shore concerned about the heavy rains coming for the weekend.
If it's going to be that bad, yes, we probably could have some concerns.
Jackie Easley lives just yards away from where Ridgewood Drive in Lake Forest was washed out by last week's heavy rains. She doesn't want to see the road washed out again after what she saw last week.
Because we were afraid somebody was going to have a head-on collision. And a couple of times it looked like that was possible because people come zooming down Ridgewood up on the hill, and boom, there they are at those barricades in the orange cones.
Jackie's husband Alan isn't as concerned. He says considering the scope of the heavy rain, he's surprised by how well the area held up.
I'm not concerned with it. We might have a little water over the road. Okay, so go around.
Jackie just wants the repaired road to stay in place.
I think it's okay. I hope so.
And now the waiting begins. Now, we certainly do not expect the amount of rain that we saw last time, but with the saturated ground and the vulnerable areas like the one you're seeing in front of you here on the Spanish Fort Bluffs, there's a lot of areas that are extremely vulnerable here to even a small amount of rain. So we'll be tracking this for you as it heads our way tomorrow and the next day. Reporting live in the Spanish Fort, I'm meteorologist Matt Barentine.
Meantime, flood victims in Pennsylvania